Nothing wasted, nothing rushed. I don't hurry what is forming. I don't push the day ahead. I let the moment show its shape before a step is lit. The world runs fast, afraid to wait, afraid to miss the sign. I learned that time reveals its worth when I stay in line. Nothing wasted, nothing rushed. Every second has a place. Even stillness does its work. Even pause has grace. I used to fight the slower days, call them empty thin. Now I see they're building rooms where I can stand within. Each small action holds a thread that leads to something whole. I don't pull it from its place, I let it slowly roll. Nothing wasted, nothing rushed. Not a breath, not a loss. Everything becomes a step when I stay with the cause. Mistakes become instructors, delays become the way. The things I thought were holding me were shaping me to stay. I no longer measure progress by how fast I move. I measure by how deeply I remain with what I do. Nothing wasted, nothing rushed. Even doubt is used. Show me where to strengthen grip, not where I should lose. The days connect like careful lines, drawn steady one by one. I don't erase the crooked parts, show me how it's done. The night arrives, the work remains, the pace still holds its form. I let consistency protect what pressure couldn't storm. Nothing wasted, nothing rushed. And that's the way I stand. I build a life from measured day and trust my steady hand. When the world finally slows enough to see what I become, they'll think it came from nowhere fast, but I'll know where it's from. Nothing wasted, nothing rushed, and nothing left behind. Every moment served its place in shaping this calm mind. I chase the fire, I chase the speed, I chased the noise for years. I thought that motion meant I lived. I thought that loud was clear. But every step I took too fast left something incomplete. Until I learned to slow my breath and feel my steady feet. Calm is the final form, not the end but what remains. When everything unnecessary finally drained, built through nights of heavy thought, through silence and through doubt. I stripped away the extra weight and let the truth come out. Calm is the final form. It doesn't beg or prove. It stands when nothing else is left and knows exactly when to move. I used to think that strength was force, a push against the tide. Now I know it's staying still and letting storms decide. The noise fell off, the rush dissolved, the pressure lost its hold. What stayed was something simple, stronger than the old. Calm is the final form, the shape that doesn't break. It holds the center quietly and never needs to shake. I don't need more, I don't need less, I don't need to compare. I stand inside the work I've done and breathe the open air. The mind is clear, the body light, the hours fall in place. I move without resistance now, with patience, not with chase. Calm is the final form, and I have finally seen that all the work was leading here to who I've always been. When the world pulls hard again and tries to speak my name, I'll return to this still center and stay the same. Calm is the final form, and nothing's left to prove. I become what stays alive, no matter how I move. The lights are low, the city fades, windows glow, then disappear. Every sound is slowing down, that's when my mind becomes clear. The streets are empty, clocks feel loud, time is mine, no one calls. I feel the weight of every eye, but I won't let it fall. While the world sleeps, I stay awake, building things they'll never see. Every silent choice I make is shaping what I'll be. No applause, no guiding signs, just the hum of my own breath. I'm learning how to trust the dark and walk the edge of death. The phone is still, the noise is gone, no faces left to please. I hear my thoughts like steady rain, and finally I'm free. I move slow, but I move true. No rush, no borrowed pace. Each small step I take alone is carving out my place. While the world sleeps, I stay awake, turning hours into stone. Every doubt I leave behind makes this path my home. I used to fear the quiet nights when nothing hit my mind. Now I sit with every thought and leave the weak behind. The silence teaches me to see what noise would never show. That strength is built in moments when no one needs to know. I don't chase light, I make my own. In rooms without a name, I light the fire, I hold the flame, and let it stay contained. While the world sleeps, I stay awake. Not for glory, not for fame, I'm just becoming something solid while they dream the same old dreams. Morning comes, the sky will change. They'll wake and start to run, but I'll already be ahead because my work was done. No words wasted, no regrets, just focus, common bread. I found my power in the dark while the world slept. Quiet, my mind stays loud. Clock on the wall keeps breaking the sound. I like the air, let the silence burst go. Every thought rises, every doubt goes. Smoking circles, discipline in my chest. I don't chase noise, I don't need rest. Every breath is a promise I keep to the version of me that refuses sleep. The world outside is calling my name, but I made peace with the shadow lane. No applause here, no eyes to see, just the weight of what I choose to be. Yeah, I swore gently and passing time. I go rush truth, I don't chase signs. I sit with the word, I sit with the pain. Let it all focus inside my brain. Say God, small discipline, slow and deep. I train my mind while the city sleeps. No shortcuts here, no borrowed flame. Only patience wearing my name. I love control in the dark alone, where excuses rot and dreams grow balls. I learned to wait, to hold the state when comfort tried to pull me away. My hands stay steady, my eyes stay still. I'll bend the night to our will. Every morning is a silent test. I pass it alone, I leave no rest. The smoke reminds me nothing stays. It feels like feet, just like days, but discipline, it leaves them all. Dear lights of fall inside the dark. No anger here, just calm resolve. Problems break when I evolve. I go beyond, I observe, I breathe. I let the pressure sharpen me. Cigar smoke, discipline, slow and true. I build the mill I never knew. No rush, no noise, no need to show. The strongest moves are the ones done slow. In morning calls, I'll rouse the same. No matter what, don't run the blame. Just quiet to silent holds the line. The noise comes close, it tests my ground. It circles what I've made, it tries to pull me off the line where focus has been laid. I don't respond, I don't explain, I don't step out of place. I let the silence do its work and keep my steady pace. Silence holds the line when words would only fall. It stands where discipline begins and doesn't move at all. The world is loud with borrowed truth, with panic dressed as need. I stay inside the quiet space where actions learn to lead. I used to think I had to speak to prove what I believe. Now I let my stillness show the strength I've achieved. Silence holds the line when pressure wants a crack. It keeps the structure standing firm and never gives it back. I feel the pull, I feel the urge to step into the noise, but every time I don't react, I strengthen my own choice. The calm becomes a boundary, the quiet draws the frame. I know exactly where I stand and nothing moves my aim. Silence holds a line through doubt and heavy days. It anchors every single step and filters out the hate. I don't need to win the moment, I don't need a reply. The strongest answer I can give is letting chaos die. The work continues slow and deep, the rhythm stays intact, because I didn't break the line when everything attacked. Silence holds a line, and now I clearly see that stillness is an empty space. It's where I choose to be. When the world finally steps away and leaves me where I stand, I see that silence held the line and shaped me as a man. I leave the room, I lose the line, I drift like I used to do, but something pulls me back again to what I know is true. Now with force, now with shame, now with fear of blame, just a quiet call inside my chest that says return the same. The habit of returning is built in small repeats. It's choosing once again to stand where focus meets my feet. Some days I wander far away from stillness, from the plan, but I don't stay gone long anymore. I know where I began. I used to think that losing track meant everything was done. Now I know returning world pulls hard with flashing lights, with urgency and speed. I step outside, I breathe it out, and come back to what I need. No drama in the leaving out, no story to defend. I simply turn around again and start the work, my friend. The habit of returning is strength that doesn't break. It doesn't need perfection, it just needs one more take. I return to breathe, I return to task, I return to the space. I return to who I am becoming, not who I was yesterday. The distance doesn't scare me now, I know the way back home, because I've walked it so many times, it's written in my bones. The habit of returning is how I stay alive, not by never falling off, but by coming back each time. When the day finally ends and silence fills the room, I know I didn't need to win, I just needed to resume. The habit of returning is the habit of becoming new. I sit in front of what I built and feel it staring through. Every mark, every silent choice reflects what I'm willing to do. I thought I was shaping something else, a thing outside my skin, but every hour I stayed here was shaping me within. The work watches me back. The work watches me back. It sees me as I am, not who I say, not who I plan, but who I become when I stand. It knows when I try to hurry through, when focus slipped away. It holds the truth in every line of every honest day. It knows when I try to hurry through. It never lies or bends. It shows me where I stayed the course and where I had to mend. I can't hide inside my effort. I can't fake what I bring. The process takes what's real in me and gives it everything. I see myself in every flaw, in every steady part. The work becomes a mirror now that reads my quiet heart. The work watches me back. The work watches me back. Ask me to remain, to show up clean, to show up true again and again. It doesn't care about my mood or what I I wish I felt. It only responds to presence, to the hours I've had. I learned to respect the silent rule that effort always shows. The truth comes out in simple acts, no matter where it goes. The work watches me back, and slowly I can see that I was never building it, it was building me. Each task removes a layer, each day reveals a frame, until I stand inside the form and recognize my name. The work watches me back, the work watches me back, the work watches me back, the work watches me back. And now I understand that discipline is not control, it's becoming the man. When I finally step away and leave the room behind, I carry what the work has seen deep inside my mind. The work watches me back, the work watches me back, the work watches me back, the work watches me back. No lights on, just a quiet room where shadows learn my name. Every step I take alone is shaping something that will remain. I stopped waiting for the perfect time, stopped asking for a sign. I learned to move with empty hands and trust the work I find. The dark is not a prison now, it's where my vision starts. When nothing's left to distract my eyes, I finally see my heart. Built in the dark, piece by piece, where no one else could see. Every doubt became a tool, every fear educated me. No crowd, no echo, no applause, no mirror to impress. Just discipline and heavy nights and quiet self-respect. The hours stretch like open roads that only I can walk. Each silent when I carry speaks louder than I talk. I used to fear the empty space where no one called my name. Now I know that's where the fire lives that never needs a flame. Built in the dark, brick by brick, with patience as the frame. I didn't need a spotlight to remember why I came. I let the noise build other men, I let it take their sleep. I stayed with the unfinished thoughts and learned to dig them deep. My hands got strong from holding on, my mind got sharp from doubt. The dark took everything I was and showed me what's left out. Built in the dark, slow and sure, no shortcuts, no disguise. I learned that roots grow strongest where no one else looks twice. When morning comes, they'll see the shape, but not the cost I paid. They'll praise the form, the outcome, not the nights I stayed away. But that's the truth I carry now, and I don't need to speak, because what's built in total silence is too solid to be weak. Built in the dark, I stand complete, not loud but real in hope. The night didn't break me open, it taught me self-control. And if the light should ever fade, I won't be afraid to start, because everything I ever was built in the dark. clock moves slow, but I don't fight. I let it carve my frame. Every minute that I hold is shaping who I became. I used to fear the passing time, like it was slipping through. Now I stand still and let it press until my edges grow. Minutes turn to steel in my hands when I don't let them run. Every second has a purpose, every breath becomes one. I stop chasing distant days, stop wishing life away. I learned that staying here and now is how you make time stay. The hours weigh like heavy doors, but I don't push them fast. I lean into the pressure and let it harden my past. Minutes turn to steel in my hands when I stay where I stand. I don't bend, I don't break, I just sharpen the plan. The world is loud with borrowed dreams and restless empty speed. I move slow enough to notice what I actually need. I measure time and focus kept, not numbers on a screen. I count the days by discipline, by moments that stay clean. Minutes turn to steel in my hands when I refuse to flee. I learned that time respects the man who stays with what he sees. No panic in the waiting now, no fear inside delay. I understand the silent truth that strength is built this way. The pressure doesn't crush my spine, it teaches me to hold what once felt heavy on my chest is turning into gold. Minutes turn to steel in my hands and I welcome the weight, because patience is the fire that teaches time to wait. When the night feels long and still and progress seems unclear, I remind myself that steel is born from staying right here. So I breathe slow, I stay aligned, I don't escape the feel. I trust the quiet discipline that turns my time to steel. Minutes turn to steel, and steel is what I am, not from rushing toward tomorrow, but from holding where I stand. Yeah. Minutes turn to steel. Minutes turn to steel.
No one needs to know. I don't announce my moves anymore. I let them happen slow. Some things grow better in the dark. No one needs to know. I used to speak before I feel, before I understood. Now I keep my plans inside and let them turn to good. No one needs to know the night I stayed and held my ground. The quiet work, the hidden hours where strength was found. I move in silence, calm and clean. No trail for eyes to chase. The less I say, the more I feel. My focus take its place. No one needs to know my way. Some battles only make you strong if no one sees the ache. I stopped explaining who I am. I let results appear. Truth doesn't need a voice when it's already clear. No one needs to know my doubts or how I learned to stand. I buried fear inside the word and shaped it with my hands. The world is loud with empty proof and borrowed confidence. I stay away from all that noise and choose what makes me dance. I learned that power hides in calm, in steady silent days, when ego steps aside and lets discipline lead the way. No one needs to know my plan until it's fully real, because words can make things fragile, but silence turns them still. I don't need praise to keep me here, or ask to keep me true. I trust the man I'm building now, where no one's in the room. No one needs to know my name or what I'm becoming fast. They'll see the shade when it arrives, but never see the past. I walk alone but not unsure. I walk with something solid grown, and when it's done I'll smile and know no one needed to know. I move only when ready. I don't rush the moment open. I don't force the door. I stand still and read the silence, like I've done before. The world is fast with restless steps. It moves without a plan. I let the noise pass right through me and stay where I am. I move only when ready, when the ground is clear, when the breath is steady and the mind is here. I used to run toward every chance, afraid it might be gone. Now I wait until the signal rises from within strong. The pause is not a weakness, it's a form of sight. I watch the shape of things unfold until the timing's right. I move only when ready, and when I move I'm sure. No wasted steps, no empty force, every action pure. The body knows before the mind when movement should begin. I listen to that quiet voice that's been there deep within. I don't chase, I don't react, I don't answer calls. I stay inside the stillness until the right one falls. I move only when ready, because patience sharpens aim. It turns a single the speed with strength, and noise with being alive. I learned that waiting teaches me exactly when to drive. When the moment finally opens, it feels calm and clean, like everything I waited for was already seen. I move only when ready, and the path appears, not built by haste or pressure, but by staying through the years. I step forward without doubt, without a second thought, because the waiting was the work that clarity had taught. I move only when ready, and that is how I stand. Every move is deliberate, every step is planned.
The door is shut, the walls don't speak. The air is thick, the light is weak. No sound to hold, no place to hide. Just me and everything inside. The silence presses on my chest, like it's asking for a test. Not of strength, not of might, but of staying through the night. Silent room, heavy thoughts, every truth I never fought. They sit with me, they don't explain, they just wait in quiet pain. I used to run when the noise was gone. I feared the dark my mind was on, but I learned the way that shape and staying still is my escape. Each thought lands like a slow deep drum. No place to go, no need to run. I let them rise, I let them fall. I don't resist, I feel it all. Silent room, heavy thoughts, turning fear to something taught. What once burned now starts to cool. Stillness is a patient tool. The past walks in without a sound, sits beside me on the ground. Not to blame, not to accuse, just to show what I still choose. I breathe in deep, I breathe out slow. I don't rush what wants to show. The mind unwinds when given space, and time reveals a calmer face. Silent room, silent room, heavy thoughts, breaking old invisible knots. What felt sharp begins to bend, pressure turns into a friend. The clock moves on, but I don't chase. I'm not afraid of empty space. In this quiet, I can hear the difference between doubt and fear. I find a line inside the noise, a steady voice, a simple choice to stay with truth, however long, to let the weight make me strong. Silent room, heavy thoughts, I carry them, but they're not knots, they're tools I use, not chains I wear. They teach me how to stay aware. When I stand up, the room stays still, but something's changed inside my will. The silence no longer weighs, it guides my steps through coming days. Silent room, heavy thoughts, where clarity is slowly caught. I leave the door, but keep the calm, like quiet armor on my arm. Yeah. The night lets go, but I don't move, still holding on.
to what I prove. The window fades from black to gray, another line between yesterday. The cup is cold, my hands are warm. I've been awake through every storm. No celebration, no release, just quiet work that doesn't cease. Cold coffee at dawn, bitter and true. It tastes like hours I pushed through, like promises I didn't break. When sleep was easy but focus was at stake. The room is still, the world's asleep, but my resolve is running deep. I sit with thoughts that used to scare, now they're just weight I've learned to bear. The clock keeps talking, slow and loud. I answer nothing, I stay proud. Not of results, not of praise, but of the calm I learned to raise. Cold coffee at dawn, steady and plain. No sugar left to hide the strain, just discipline in liquid form, keeping my mind steady and warm. The mirror shows a tired face, but also strength I can't erase. Lines of effort carved by time, proof of a life that's built not fine. I think of roads I didn't take, of choices hard, of sleep I gave, a weight of something I can't name, but feel growing in my frame. The sunrise doesn't rush or ask, it simply lights the final task. A quiet close to hours unseen, where I became what I have been. Cold coffee at dawn, slow and low, a silent nod to what I know, that progress lives in mornings cold, and victories that never show. The day begins, the night lets go, but the work continues, steady, slow. I don't reset, I just proceed, carrying focus like a creed. No grand finale, no applause, just cause and effect, just inner loss. And when the cup is finally dry, I'm already further than I was last night. Cold coffee at dawn, calm and clear, a ritual I hold sincere. Not for taste, not for reward, but for the man I'm moving toward. Yeah. Eyes on the long road, the star was quiet, almost in. No drums, no signs, no cheering wind, just one step forward, one breath slow, and miles of dark I didn't know. I learned real distance isn't seen, it lies between the in-between, where doubt grows loud and hope feels small, and quitting feels the easiest call. Eyes on the long road, steady and wide. I don't chase turns, I don't divide. My focus stays beyond the bend. I walk the path that has no end. The night is long, the pace is low, but I
I respect the rhythm's flow. Every mile carves something true out of the man I'm growing into. Some days the road feels cold and bare, no voice ahead, no hand, no care, just silence pressing on my chest, asking if I'll take the rest. But I've seen shortcuts steal the soul and rush turn gold into a hole. So I move slow, I move aligned with the deeper work inside. Eyes on the long road, calm and still. I let the distance shape my will. No need to sprint, no need to race. Time reveals the truest pace. The past tries pulling at my feet, old habits calling from the street. But I walk too far to turn around. I trust the steps I haven't found. The road teaches without words. It trains the mind before the nerve. It shows me who I am at night when no one's left to say I'm right. The rising never comes close. That's how I know I'm growing most. When patience feels like quiet pain and progress looks like standing still again. Eyes on the long road, clear and firm. I don't need proof, I don't confirm. The work is done in days unseen, in moments sharp and spaces clean. I walk with weight but also grace. I carry time up on my face. Each step a vow, I won't forget to be the man I haven't met. When morning breaks and light appears, it doesn't cancel all the years. It only shows in subtle code. I become the road I rode. Eyes on the long road, far ahead. I walk the life I've quietly led. And even when the end's unknown, I trust the miles I've made my own. Pressure knock, but I don't shake. I feel the heat, I feel the hate. I've learned to stand when the ground feels thin. Keep my balance, breathe it in. The room gets loud, my mind gets clear. That's how I know I'm still right here. When chaos rises sharp and fast, I move slow, I make it past. Steel nerves running through my spine, cold and steady, holding the line. No sudden moves, no wasted fire. I let control become desire. I've seen panic burn good men down, turn strong voices into sound. I chose a path that's calm and tight, a steady flame, not a flash of light. My pulse is slow, my hands are firm. I've learned the patience of the turn. Every moment wants a fight, but I don't bite, I don't ignite. Steel nerves, blues, deep and low. I feel the storm, I let it go. No need to prove, no need to roar. The strongest sound is nothing more. I let the noise pass through my head like passing trains, I never board. I keep my seat, I keep my breath, I keep control us ignored. The weight is heavy, I won't lie, but strength is built by staying dry. When rain falls hard and vision bends, I still decide how this ends. I don't escape, I don't react, I watch the moment, read the facts. Emotion knocks, I check the door, then choose what's worth my energy for. Steel nerves, blues, calm and tight. I hold the dark, I hold the night. No rush to win, no fear to lose. I choose my step, I choose my move. Time taught me what the fire hides. That uncontrolled flame always divides. So I burn slow, I burn with sense. A quiet living consequence. The mirror knows, the past does too. I wasn't born with this, I grew through every test, through every fall. I learned to stand and not to stall.
others break, I stay aligned. My strength lives deep, not in my mind. It lives in breath and steady view, in what I don't react to. Steel nerves blue, heavy and true. A silent force I always knew. I don't need noise to show my might. I hold the line, I hold it tight.
The city fades, the lights grow thin. That's when my real hours begin. When silence drops its heavy veil, and I stop asking if I'll fail. No crowds remain, no voices stay. The night is honest in its way. It strips me down to bone and breath, and teaches me the shape of depth. I clear the desk, I clear the mind, leave every doubt and fear behind. The clock turns slow, the air turns still. This is the hour I train my will. Midnight work ritual, steady and cold, where discipline is quietly sold. No magic here, no sudden flame, just repetition carving my name. My hands move calm, my eyes don't roam. I build my future stone by stone. No rush to finish, no need to flee. The work itself is enough for me. I've learned the night doesn't judge or rush. It doesn't care if I rise or crush. It only gives what I can hold. A mirror clear, a truth unsold. Each small task becomes a prayer, spoken through focus, not through air. I line the hours one by one, until the fear and I are done. Midnight work ritual, slow and deep. I sow the seeds while others sleep. No one claps, no one knows how heavy quiet progress grows. The passage quietly in the room. It doesn't haunt, it doesn't loom. It watches me rewrite the end. With patient hands I don't pretend. The night grows older, so do I. But something stronger fills my spine. A calm resolve, a steady flame that burns without a need for fame. I don't escape, I don't delay. I stay until the doubt decays. The ritual is simple, plain. Show up again, accept the pain. Midnight work ritual, firm and slow, where unseen roots begin to grow. By the time the morning comes, the work is done, but I'm not done. When daylight asks me what I've changed, I won't explain, I've rearranged myself in silence, brick by brick. Through nights like this, through habits thick. A midnight work ritual coming true. I give my
The door is closed, the world is gone. No echoes left to lean upon. Just one chair and a steady breath, a quiet place where I'll step death. No witnesses, no noise tonight. I sharpen my edge in the absence of light. No voices here to shape my way, just the truth I face and the price I pay. The clock moves slow, but I don't mind. I learned to sit with a restless mind. Every second tests my will to stay right here, to stay still. No applause for the hours I spend. No one sees where I've been, but strength is built where silence lives, and silence always gives. I cut distractions one by one until the work and I are one. No excuses left to hide, no place for ego, no place to slide. No witnesses, no noise, no show, only the path I chose to go. Every thought stripped down and clean, I become what I've never seen. The night feels heavy, calm and wide, like an ocean held inside. I don't fight it, I let it stay. It teaches me how to wait. Beside me here, they don't scream, they don't steer, they just remind me what it costs to walk a road where few get lost. I build my focus brick by brick, slow hands but the grip is thick. No rush forward, no step back, just steady pressure on the track. No witnesses, no noise, no crowd. I don't need silence to be loud. My progress moves without a sound, but every day I gain more ground. The mirror knows, the walls do too. The hours I gave, the man I grew. While others search for something new, I stay with what I have to do. When morning breaks, I won't explain why I chose the quiet strain. Some work is meant to stay unseen. It's where the real work's been. No witnesses, no noise, no sign, just discipline, just time. And when the world